Northern California prosecutors say they will retry the death penalty phase of convicted killer Scott Peterson. This is 2 months after the state Supreme Court overturned the sentence. As our ABC 10 News reporter Michael Chen found out, the trial may be delayed as Peterson's family here in San Diego attempts to get the guilty verdict tossed out.
I think for so long, nothing happens. And so when things start happening, sure, it stirs up our hope.
That's Scott Peterson's sister-in-law, Janie Peterson, who lives in the San Diego area nearly 2 decades after the murder case that rocked the country. La Jolla, 2003. His hair dyed blonde, Scott Peterson was arrested in front of Torrey Pines Golf Course in the disappearance of his pregnant wife, Lacey Peterson. The body of Lacey discovered days before along San Francisco Bay. Peterson found guilty of murder and sentenced to death. In August, the state Supreme Court overturned that death sentence, the court ruling potential jurors for the death penalty phase were improperly dismissed by the judge after they said they disagreed with the death penalty but would be willing to impose it. 2 months later, prosecutors announcing they will retry the death penalty phase.
We're not afraid to go back into court, and we're ready to go back into court.
Peterson's family tells us they expect that death penalty trial to be delayed because of another court action. Last week, the state Supreme Court granted a review of his conviction based on a juror's failure to disclose she'd once been the victim of a crime while pregnant.
And you're in the jury pool to sit in judgment against a person who's accused of murdering his pregnant wife and unborn son. You know, that's something that needs to be disclosed to the attorneys and the court.
Prosecutors must now file a brief by mid-November before a San Mateo County judge will decide if Peterson gets a new trial. Until that happens, the death penalty question expected to be put on pause. Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.
The review of that conviction could take a while, and regardless of that decision from the judge, it will likely be appealed by the losing side and then sent straight to the state Supreme Court.